All right, let's jump right in. Today we're diving into something huge, the AI job revolution, and specifically how it is completely remastering the data quality role. Now, this explainer series outlines how IT job responsibilities are shifting as organizations bring in AI. And for this one, our analysis is based on a detailed report from Virtualization Options LLC. That report covers far more than we can get into here, but we're going to hit the absolute highlights for you right now.
So let's kick this off with a stat that should really make you sit up and listen. The research is showing that a whopping 60% of organizations are underestimating the sheer scale of this change. And we're not talking about a small miscalculation. This isn't just about learning a few new tools. It's about fundamentally missing the complete reinvention of the jobs themselves.
And that leads to the big question, doesn't it? The one we're really here to explore. Is your career, or maybe your whole organization, stuck in that 60%? It's a serious question to ask yourself, because honestly, what you do next could define your entire career in this new AI era. Okay, so to really get our heads around just how massive this shift is, we need to set the stage. We gotta have a baseline. So let's start with the foundation, the traditional role of a data quality manager as we've known it for, the past couple of decades. For years, this job was all about a pretty clear set of responsibilities. You were doing data validation, profiling, you were in the weeds with data cleansing and standardization. You were managing master data management, setting up governance and policies, and of course reporting it all back to stakeholders. It was a world built on structured, predictable data. But that world, well, it's becoming a thing of the past and fast. And the skill set for that world, you can see it right there in the before column, was very, very specific. SQL expertise wasn't just a bonus, it was your lifeblood. You had to be a master of ETL platforms. You knew your way around MDM systems, and you were churning out reports using BI tools. The entire focus was on managing data that was sitting still, data at rest, tucked away in databases and warehouses. But here's the thing. That world is fading. So now, let's look at the transformation. The new AI era role is a completely different beast. We're talking about a shift from being a reactive data janitor to becoming a proactive quality engineer for systems that literally make decisions on their own. And just how big is this shift? Well, the report puts a number on it, and it is staggering. The scope of this single role expands by approximately 3 times. Let me repeat that. Not 30%, 300%. That's an incredible expansion in what one person is responsible for. This right here perfectly illustrates what that 3x expansion actually looks like. Take a look at that after column. We're not just adding a few skills, we're adding entire new domains of expertise. You're going from ETL platforms to doing quality assurance on ML pipelines, from standard BI reporting to real-time monitoring. And then there are totally new concepts like feature store management, bias detection, and data versioning, stuff that just wasn't even on the radar before. So let's quickly define a couple of these new terms. First up, MLOps. The simplest way to think about this is it's the automated assembly line for machine learning models. And here's the crucial part. The data quality manager's job is now to build the quality checks into that automated pipeline, not just check the data at the very end. Next, data drift. This is a huge one. In the old world, data was pretty static. But with live AI systems, the data coming in changes constantly. Data drift is what happens when that live data starts to look different from the data the model was trained on. It can silently kill your model's performance. And your job? It's to catch that drift in real time. And finally, the feature store. This is a brand new piece of infrastructure for most companies. Think of it as a central library of pre-approved, high-quality data ingredients, or features, for building models. And guess who's now in charge of the governance and quality control for this critical new asset? You got it. This change isn't just technical, it's social. The old role mostly interfaced with business analysts and DBAs. The new role, it's at the center of this much more complex web of people. You're now collaborating daily with data scientists, ML engineers, MLOps specialists, even AI ethicists and legal teams. This requires a whole new level of technical credibility and a totally different communication style. And if that collaboration shift didn't drive the point home, this chart will. According to the report, approximately 85% of the required technical skills in this reinvented role are new. Let that sink in. 85%. This isn't about learning one new tool. It's about building an almost entirely new technical foundation. Okay, so that sounds daunting, right? An 85% skill gap is a massive challenge. But here's the good news. You are not starting from zero. And there is a clear path forward. The report actually provides a structured training roadmap to help you bridge this gap. The recommended path is this 12-month transition plan, and it's broken down into 4 distinct phases. It's designed to be a manageable, progressive journey that builds logically from one stage to the next. It lets you build these new skills while still leveraging all the expertise you already have.
The whole plan starts smart with phase 1, building the new foundation. This isn't about becoming a hardcore coder overnight. It's about gaining ML literacy so you can speak the language. It's about learning the basics of Python for data manipulation, refreshing those core statistical concepts, and just getting a high-level overview of the AI infrastructure you'll be living in.
So let's bring this all together. It's pretty clear that this isn't just a small evolution. This is a fundamental transformation of the data quality profession. But the key is to see this not as a threat, but as a career-defining opportunity.
So what are the most important things to walk away with? First, the data quality role isn't going away. In fact, it's becoming more critical than ever, just in a new form. Second, your existing skills are the launchpad, not dead weight. Third, the mindset is shifting from reactively correcting problems to proactively engineering quality into the entire AI lifecycle. And maybe most importantly, this massive transition is absolutely achievable with a structured plan.
So we're going to end right where we started, with a question. AI is rewriting the rules of what data means to a business, and it's rewriting the roles of the people who manage it. The only question left is, in this new era, who will you become?